Every single day, your dog looks at you, not just because you feed them, not just because you hold the leash, and not just because you give them treats. Your dog looks at you because in their world, you are home. And most people never realize what their dog is truly feeling during those quiet moments. But scientists have discovered something incredible about the bond between dogs and humans. Something emotional, something deep, something that may completely change the way you see your dog forever. Because your dog is not simply living beside you. Your dog has emotionally built their entire life around you. So tonight, before you rush past your dog one more time, stay with me. Because by the end of this video, you may finally understand what your dog has been trying to tell you all along. And if you love learning the emotional truth behind dog behavior, subscribe right now. On this channel, we explore what dogs truly feel, why they act the way they do, and the incredible connection they share with us every single day. Now let's begin. 1. Your dog does not see you as an owner, they see you as family. People often say dogs are loyal, but loyalty is too small of a word for what dogs actually feel. Because your dog is not following you from room to room simply because you feed them. They follow you because their brain tells them you are safety. Thousands of years ago, wolves slowly moved closer to humans. Not because they were forced to, but because trust began forming between both species. And over time, dogs evolved to emotionally connect with humans in a way no other animal ever has. When your dog watches you cook, lies near the bathroom door, or quietly follows you through the house, they are not being annoying. They are staying close to the person they emotionally depend on most. That's why dogs often check on you when you're sick. That's why they sit beside you when you cry. That's why they become restless when your emotions suddenly change. Your dog constantly watches your emotional state because in their mind, your feelings affect the safety of the entire pack. And maybe the most beautiful part is this: your dog never asked whether you deserved their love. They simply chose to give it to you. Completely. 2. Why your dog sleeps on your clothes. Have you ever found your dog sleeping on your dirty laundry, your shirt, your pillow, your socks? Maybe you thought it was strange, but to your dog, your scent is comfort. Dogs experience the world through smell far more than humans ever could. While we remember people through faces, dogs remember people through scent. And your scent tells your dog something important. You're still here. When you leave the house, your dog doesn't fully understand where you went or when you'll come back. But your smell helps calm their nervous system. Researchers studying separation anxiety discovered that dogs who had access to their owner's scent showed lower stress levels during absences. Not because of toys, not because of food, because of their human. Think about that. Out of everything in the world, your scent is one of the few things capable of making your dog feel safe when you're gone. So the next time your dog steals your shirt and curls up beside it, don't immediately stop them. That little moment may actually be one of the purest forms of attachment they know how to express. Number 3, your dog can feel emotions you try to hide. Here's something many people still don't realize. Dogs are incredibly good at reading human emotions, sometimes better than humans themselves. Your dog studies your face constantly. Your voice, your movements, your breathing, your energy. And over time, they begin recognizing emotional patterns you don't even notice yourself. That's why your dog sometimes approaches you quietly when you're sad, even before you speak. They already know. Studies show dogs can combine facial expressions and tone of voice to understand emotional states, which means your dog notices when your smile is fake. They notice when your voice sounds tired. They notice when stress follows you home after a long day. You may fool other people, but your dog often sees right through you. And maybe that's one reason dogs feel so emotionally comforting, because they don't ask for explanations. They just stay close, sometimes silently, sometimes resting their head on your leg, sometimes simply sitting beside you, like they're saying, "I know something hurts, I'm here anyway." Very few creatures will ever love someone with that kind of emotional honesty. 4. The way you greet your dog matters more than you think. To you, coming home may feel ordinary. To your dog, it may be the most important moment of the entire day. Think about how your dog reacts when they hear your footsteps outside the door. The tail wagging, the excitement, the crying. the spinning. That is not just energy. That is emotional relief. Your dog has been waiting for the return of the person who makes their world feel safe again. And science shows something fascinating. Even short moments of eye contact, affection, and calm attention during reunions can significantly reduce stress levels in dogs. In other words, the way you greet your dog truly matters. Sometimes we come home distracted, looking at our phones, thinking about work, walking past our dogs while saying, "Later." But to your dog, those first few seconds mean everything, because your return tells them you came back. And dogs never stop hoping for that moment. So next time you walk through the door, pause for 30 seconds. Touch their face. Talk to them softly. Let them smell you. Because one day there will come a time when nobody runs to greet you anymore, and you will miss those 30 seconds more than you can imagine. 5. Your dog may value you more than food. This sounds impossible at first. Dogs love food. Everyone knows that. But researchers studying dog brains discovered something remarkable. For many dogs, praise from their owner activated the reward center of the brain just as strongly as food. And for some dogs, even more strongly. Think about what that means. Your dog is not always obeying because they want treats. Sometimes they obey because your happiness genuinely matters to them. Your attention matters. Your voice matters. You matter. And this becomes even clearer during frightening situations. When dogs encounter something unfamiliar, many immediately look toward their owner before reacting. Not because they are weak, because they trust your judgment more than their own fear. Your dog sees the world and silently asks, "If you think we're safe, then I'll be brave too." That level of trust is extraordinary, and your dog gives it to you every single day without hesitation. Number 6. Your dog has been communicating with you all along. 5th. Most dogs constantly communicate. Humans simply miss the signals. Take yawning, for example. Most people assume dogs yawn because they're tired, but dogs also yawn during stress or emotional tension. It's often a calming signal, a way of saying, "I don't want conflict. I'm trying to stay calm. We're okay." Dogs use many tiny signals like this: slow blinking, looking away, turning sideways, soft body posture. These are peaceful social behaviors dogs use to reduce tension and create emotional safety. And the amazing part is this: dogs respond when humans use these signals too. A calm voice, relaxed body language, gentle eye contact, slow movements. These things genuinely help calm your dog's nervous system. Which means your relationship with your dog goes far beyond commands or training. You are having emotional conversations every single day, even in silence. And once you start noticing those small moments, something changes. You realize your dog has been trying to understand you since the day they met you. Number 7. You are the reason your dog feels brave. Think about the last time your dog got scared. Maybe it was thunder, a loud noise, a stranger, an unfamiliar place. What did your dog do? Most dogs immediately look for their person. You. Researchers discovered something powerful about this behavior. Dogs become significantly more confident exploring unfamiliar situations when their owner is nearby. Even when the owner does absolutely nothing, just being present changes the dog's emotional state. Scientists call this the secure base effect. Human children do the exact same thing with parents they deeply trust. The trusted person becomes an emotional anchor, a safe place. That's what you are to your dog, not just someone who feeds them. Not just someone who throws the ball. You are the place where fear becomes manageable. You are the reason they gather courage. You are the reason the world feels less frightening. And maybe the saddest part of all this is that dogs spend their entire lives loving someone they know they cannot keep forever. Yet they love us anyway, without conditions, without pride, without keeping score. Your dog does not care whether you are successful, rich, attractive, or perfect. Your dog cares whether you are kind, whether you come home, whether you still notice them. Because in your dog's eyes, you are not just part of their life. You are their life. So tonight, before you go to sleep, sit beside your dog for a moment. Put your phone away. Look at them a little longer. Because one day, you would give anything for one more evening together, one more greeting at the door, one more quiet moment side by side. And if your dog is near you right now, there's a good chance they already believe they are exactly where they belong. If this video touched your heart, Don't forget to subscribe and join us for more stories about the emotional world of dogs. And tonight, give your dog an extra hug from all of us, because they've probably been loving you more deeply than you ever realized.